Ever wondered why the earliest logos look like they belong in an art gallery? In the early 20th century, logos were not just identifiers for businesses. They were masterpieces of intricate design. Each brand's logo was a lavish display of detail, often influenced by the prevailing artistic movements of the era, such as Art Nouveau and Art Deco. These styles celebrated ornate patterns and elaborate decorations, which naturally flowed into the design of logos. At that time, a logo served as a status symbol, a mark of distinction for the brand it represented. Companies used these complex designs to showcase their prestige and set themselves apart in a burgeoning market. The more elaborate the logo, the more it was perceived as a symbol of luxury and exclusivity. This was a period when businesses were beginning to understand the power of visual identity in capturing public imagination. As beautiful as they were, these logos were set for an evolution as the world around them started to change. Enter the digital age, where logos had to jump from paper to pixels. As the world embraced the internet and digital devices proliferated, the traditional ornate logos that adorned storefronts and letterheads faced a new challenge. They needed to shine on the smaller, less forgiving screens of computers and later, mobile phones. The shift was seismic. Designers were compelled to rethink logo structures to maintain their integrity across diverse digital platforms. The goal was clear: ensure that a logo that looked majestic on a billboard was equally recognizable on a website favicon or app icon. This era brought with it the concept of skeuomorphism, a design approach that played a crucial role during the transition period. By mimicking real-world textures and objects, skeuomorphism made digital interfaces more intuitive and familiar. For logos, this meant incorporating elements that hinted at their physical counterparts. A digital notebook app might feature a logo that resembled a real notebook, complete with a textured cover design, providing a bridge from the tangible to the virtual. But the digital realm demanded more than just familiarity. It required clarity and speed of recognition. As screen resolutions improved and digital landscapes became more crowded, the need for simplicity grew. This set the stage for logos to evolve yet again, stripping away the ornate flourishes of the past to focus on core visual elements that communicated brand identities instantly, even in the most minimalistic of representations. This digital makeover set the stage for an even bigger revolution in design. Remember when every app icon looked like a real-life object? This design approach is known as skeuomorphism. It's a technique that imitates materials and objects from the real world to make digital environments more intuitive and familiar. This method was particularly prevalent as we transitioned into the digital age, where interfaces needed to feel instantly understandable. In the early days of smartphones, skeuomorphism was everywhere. Take, for instance, the early versions of Apple's iOS. The notepad looked like an actual yellow legal pad, and the calendar app mimicked a physical desk calendar, complete with leather stitching around the edges. This design choice was not just about aesthetics, it was about bridging the gap between the physical and the digital, making the new technology approachable and easy to navigate for first-time users. Companies like Apple were at the forefront, using skeuomorphic designs to make their technology accessible to the masses. Skeuomorphism made digital feel familiar, but soon simplicity called. In 2013, a design revolution flattened everything. The launch of iOS 7 by Apple marked a bold departure from the rich, textured designs that mimicked real-life objects, propelling the world into the era of flat design. This was not just a change, it was a revolution that simplified the visual elements to their core. Flat design is characterized by its clean, open space, crisp edges, and vibrant color palettes. Gone were the gradients and shadows that tried to mimic three-dimensional effects. Instead, designers embraced minimalism, focusing on delivering a message with the simplest shapes and forms. This approach not only modernized aesthetics, but significantly improved digital functionality. In a world increasingly dominated by screens, flat design helped to reduce website loading times and optimized visual layouts for various devices, from tiny smartwatches to large television screens. Major brands were quick to realize the advantages. Companies like Google, Microsoft, and Spotify revamped their logos and user interfaces to align with this new trend. The shift wasn't just about staying trendy, it was about enhancing user experience. Flat design made interfaces more intuitive and less cluttered, which was crucial as more people began interacting with digital platforms on a daily basis. But why did flat design catch on so quickly and so widely? The answer lies in its universal appeal and adaptability. With fewer details and simpler forms, flat design logos and icons are easier to recognize and remember. They scale better across different media and maintain their integrity whether they're on a billboard or a mobile app. This universality made flat design a critical element in global branding strategies, transcending cultural and language barriers. Moreover, flat design dovetails beautifully with the principles of responsive design. As interfaces needed to function seamlessly across a myriad of devices and screen sizes, the simplicity of flat design provided a solution that was not only aesthetically pleasing, but also practically functional. With flat design, logos weren't just logos. They became a seamless part of user interfaces, transforming how brands communicate in the digital age. As our world gets busier, our logos get simpler. Welcome to the era of minimalism, where logos are not just symbols but beacons of clarity in a cluttered digital landscape. This trend toward minimalistic logos has evolved not out of a mere aesthetic preference, but as a strategic response to our fast-paced, information-saturated environment. In a world where milliseconds matter, the ability of a logo to be instantly recognized can dictate the success of a brand. Minimalistic logos strip down designs to their essential elements. No frills, no fuss, just clean lines and bold colors that punch through the noise. This simplicity ensures that whether on a giant billboard or a tiny smartphone screen, the logo remains unmistakable. Moreover, minimalism isn't just about being easy on the eyes, it's about functionality. These logos scale beautifully across different mediums, from paper to digital, without losing their impact or becoming unrecognizable. This scalability is crucial in today's multi-platform marketing strategies. A minimalistic logo can be as effective on a business card as it is on an animated digital banner, providing brands with a versatile tool in their visual identity arsenal. But why has this trend gained such momentum? It reflects a broader cultural shift towards minimalism in lifestyle and consumption. People are seeking simplicity and authenticity in a world that often feels overwhelmingly complex. Brands have responded by adopting logos that embody these values, clean, straightforward, and devoid of unnecessary decoration. In this context, minimalistic logos are more than just a design choice. They are a communication strategy. They convey modernity and efficiency, appealing to a global audience that values speed and simplicity. These logos tell a story of a brand that is adaptable, clear, and focused, qualities highly prized in today's global market. Minimalism in logos isn't just a trend, it's a response to our global lifestyle. This approach to logo design is not merely about following a trend. It's about understanding and responding to the needs of a society that craves simplicity in both visual and experiential aspects. As we continue to navigate through an era of digital overload, minimalism in logos stands as a calm, clear voice in a shouting match of brands. Looking ahead, what's the next chapter in the story of logo design? As we peer into the future, it's clear that the evolution of logo design is poised to embrace cutting-edge technologies like augmented reality, virtual reality, and artificial intelligence. These tools are not just expanding the creative boundaries, but are also setting the stage for logos that are more dynamic and adaptive than ever before. Imagine logos that change their appearance based on the time of day or the viewer's preferences. A coffee shop might display a steaming cup in the morning and a calming tea leaf by evening, all tailored automatically by AI insights into customer behavior. Further, augmented reality could transform logos into interactive experiences. Picture pointing your smartphone at a logo and watching it come alive, offering a virtual tour or showcasing the brand's latest products. This level of interaction could redefine brand engagement, making logos a gateway to immersive experiences. Virtual reality takes this a step further by bringing logos into three-dimensional spaces. Brands could create VR environments where the logo serves as an interactive host, guiding users through virtual worlds that tell the brand's story in vivid detail. With these advancements, the role of logos could shift dramatically. From static symbols of identity, they are on the verge of becoming active participants in consumer interaction. The potential for logos that adapt and respond to their environments suggests a future where they could become as integral to user experience as the products or services they represent. As technology evolves, so too will the face of our brands. From ornate art to sleek digital icons, the journey of logo design is a mirror to our societal shifts. As we've explored today, the evolution from intricate, ornate logos to clean, minimalistic designs isn't just about aesthetics. It's about functionality and adaptability. In the early days, logos were like elaborate paintings, each stroke packed with meaning. As digital screens became the new storefronts, these complex designs evolved into simpler, more recognizable icons that are easier to identify and remember in our fast-paced digital world. This shift tells a larger story about our society. It reflects an era that values speed, clarity, and simplicity. Logos have moved from being just a part of brand identity to being central in the dialogue between brands and consumers. They adapt not just to technological advancements, but to cultural changes, embodying the essence of the brand in a single glance. What do you think the next big logo design trend will be? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and join the conversation.